I'm sure we all remember back in August when Fox News came out with their horrible polling data for Donald Trump, and then that prompted a multi-day meltdown from the president against Fox News, claiming that there's something going on there. Well, hopefully the president doesn't see the latest round of polling for September coming out of Fox News, because it's even worse than the numbers that came out in August. As it stands right now, just like in the August poll, Donald Trump loses to every single Democrat who's actually being taken seriously in this race. Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Kamala Harris, all four of them in a nationwide race, according to the polls right this second from Fox News itself, all four of those Democrats win. All four of them beat Trump. Now, here's what's different, is that the margins have changed. And for three of the folks, those margins have grown wider, meaning that today versus a month ago, they would beat Trump by a larger margin than they would a month ago. Now, one of those people, the margin fell. Margin fell by quite a few points, and that's Kamala Harris. Because as it stands right now in the Fox News polling, Kamala Harris would only win 42% to Donald Trump's 40%. And if you notice, those numbers don't quite add up to 100%. So there is a hell of a lot of wiggle room there. So Kamala likely wouldn't beat Donald Trump. As for the other three, their numbers increased. Joe Biden would win with 52% of the vote to Trump's 38% of the vote. Bernie Sanders would win with 48% of the vote compared to Donald Trump's 40% of the vote. Elizabeth Warren is 46% of the vote compared to Trump's 40% of the vote. Now, what's important to remember here is that in all of those, even in the Harris one, where he's only losing by 2 points, though, he still never broke 40%. He never broke 40%. Now, that's the number we need to pay attention to, because these polls are going to continue to fluctuate. On this day, let me just put it to you this way. On this day, in September 2007, Hillary Clinton led Barack Obama in polling. She was the front runner. She was beating him at that time by 33% in September 2007. By 33%. And Obama won the nomination. So again, don't put a hell of a lot of stock into the who is winning, who is beating whom right now. Put some stock in the fact that Donald Trump, no matter who he's up against in these polls, isn't polling more than 40%. That's a good sign. And it also shows that as Democrats, we don't have to play it safe. We don't have to go with the alleged slam dunk Joe Biden, first and foremost, because he's not a slam dunk, and he would end up losing to Trump. Kamala Harris would end up losing to Trump. There's two people running for president that I firmly believe, no matter what, are going to beat him. And that's Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. I don't think anybody else can do it. I honest to God don't think any of the other Democrats running can do it. Bernie and Elizabeth absolutely could. Nobody else can, even with Donald Trump having such horrible poll numbers. But this all gets back to the point from the beginning of this video. Trump's going to have a meltdown. Trump's going to have several meltdowns. He's going to have freakouts. He's going to have Twitter rants. He's going to have all these insane conspiracy theories about Fox News working against him, when the reality out there is that people simply don't like him. They've grown tired of his shenanigans, tired of his behavior. They're tired of it. This is a reality show that, first of all, never should have been green-lighted, but it should have been canceled before the first season came to an end. And that's what the American public is feeling right now, and that's why Trump's poll numbers are so bad. It's not because Fox News is conspiring against him. It's because Donald Trump just sucks. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.